Hello and good morning everybody to the SLLDC grounds in Colombo. It is a third position match of the Lancashire Emerging Premier League 2026 Season 2 as well. And this is going to be very good cricket game here in Colombo as well. It looks like a beautiful weather conditions in Colombo right now. But a little bit of a cloud cover gets up to here, but hopefully no rain for this match. This is a third position match as well between White Tanders and the Crimson Tuskers. And after the end of this match, we're moving with the finals of the Lancashire Emerging Premier League. It'll be also a very tough match. It's all of a sudden 4 teams who participated for this tournament. This is the 7th match in the tournament as well. And let's have a quick look about the points table and before the finals and the third position matches as well at the league round. The Red Spartans played very well, wins 3 out of 3 matches as well. Quite a comprehensive performance. They've been exceptionally well in the recent few matches. They won by 1 wicket against the Black Tigers in the opening match in 25th of January and followed a victory against the White Thunders by 4 wickets and another good victory against the Crimson Tuskers for the Red Spartans and Red Spartans on the finals as well. They will play the afternoon match with allowing the Black Tigers as well, and Black Tigers is only being lost to Red Spartans, and they were able to win the next couple of matches. And now the Crimson Tuskers, who gets at the 3rd place, and the White Tanders are on the 4th place at the bottom of the points table as well. Has no any victory. Crimson Tuskers has only 1 victory as well. That was against the White Tanders in the opening match of the tournament. That's how the recent few matches has been played as well. This tournament is playing all around 2.5 of weeks in famous venues in Colombo, DHH ground in Colombo and the SLLDC grounds. It's been the 2 venues that is hosted for this Lancashire Emerging Premier League 2026 as well. Let's talk about the pitch what we had in this third position match. It's a little bit of a grassy pitch as well, a little bit of a moisture as we can see, because at the evening part of the last 2-3 days, there's a little bit of a rain into the stadium as well, but it's not a heavy rain, just a little bit of a drizzle of around 1.5 hours as well, but that's why there's a little bit of moisture as well. I'm expecting for some good movements for the fast bowlers, because there was lots of grass as we can see. When in a grassy pitch like this, bowlers will try to get some swing, especially in the first few overs. Fast bowlers might gonna look to bowl into the pitch and trying to get some movement as well. So we can come back with the live action in the game, and don't go anywhere. Stay with the live action. Welcome back, everybody, to the SLLDC grounds in Colombo. It is gonna be the third position match of the Lancashire Emerging Premier League 2026 Season 2. It is gonna be Crimson Tuskers taking on the White Tanders in this beautiful morning in Colombo. Okay. The upfield is getting a little bit slower. Crimson Tuskers had a good opening pair as well, and remember Ijaz, who played the fourth season of the Lancashire Premier League, who is a still school age player from the Zahra College as well. Very talented right-hander with lots of skills and can play the anchor all the games nicely for himself. And it's a right-hand and left-hand combination straight away for Crimson Tuskers. And White Tanders are looking to get from the far end to the attack straight away. Talk about the ground conditions. Not the biggest of boundaries is what we had here. Especially on the leg side boundary for this left-hander will be the biggest side of the ground. Straight down the ground also looks possible to score runs in, because not the biggest of boundaries is they, around 50-55 meters on straight. There was a massive cloud cover getting top of the stadium as well. This is the match 7 of the Lancashire Emerging Premier League. Season 2 as well, played in lots of venues, played at the SLLDC grounds and the DHH venue in Colombo as well. Those are the two venues that hosted for this tournament as well. Right, and fast ball is going to preparing to come over the wicket to the attack straight away. Bringing the slip fielder into the attack. Trying to get some movement way off the batsman, trying to get that angle, trying to bowl around that middle stump off stump line and trying to get that angle. Here we go, the fast bowler is on his way for the first ball, the third position match. Let's go straight away down the leg side and start with wides. Signaled by the Chandana bowler. Did a huge contribution for the Lancashire Premier League by this gentleman as an umpire. Umpired lots of matches. Not only in this emerging Premier League, also in the Lancashire Premier League, he gives us valuable contribution. Such an experienceful character in the format. Looks like a good pace, it looks like a good bounce, especially from Alitika Damsit. Sadev Soiza. And strike as well, and Ijaz Ahmed gets a non-striker's in as well, the right-hander. There's some few words going between the umpires and the fielding side. They're trying to get the keeper's helmet in, not right behind the stamps as well. Now they did it as well, and a little bit delay straight away. A look at 200 has been absolutely remarkable score in 20 over match in the air straight away into the gap. There's a protection on the sweeper cover, and Sadev Soiza get things off the mark straight away. If you can gonna get 150 in this venue, that'll be very good. A score that'll be very challenging total, as no doubt about, for the opposition side. And also Crimson Tuskers had a very good bowling department on the line, and so 150, 160 is this total what they're looking for. There's a massive role to play early for the Crimson Tuskers. The power play is going to be very crucial. In the first 6 overs, very crucial. If they can play without giving any wicket to the opposition side, they can get to a strong position, there's no doubt about. Straight away, gets the outside edge. Hasn't carried that one into the hands of the slip. Ahmed get things off the mark. Only 2 fielders are getting allowed the 30-yard circle in the power play as well. That's the rule. Sadev Soiza can hit hard to the ball. He's a very talented player with lots of power. Talking about him in 3 matches, 58 runs as well. The highest score is 33 as well, with good strike rate over 100. It's down the ground, but straight to the fielder it goes in mid-over. Damsit is trying to get a ball wicket to wicket and trying to get that angle away off the batsman. It's a very grassy pitch as well, especially lots of grass in the middle of the pitch as well, so that will help a lot for the bowlers. They're allowing to get a ball under the conditions like this. You know, in the Australian cricket ground, especially at the MCG, we call it the Melbourne Cricket Ground in Australia, you had lots of grass, and the type of pitches is very useful for the fast bowlers to get their movement right. Looks like the ball hasn't come much quickly under the bat, coming after taking a while in the pitch. Very slowly under the bat as well. So Sadev Soiza is waiting for comment. And also talking about the grounds of Singley Sports Club ground in Colombo, also taking some nicely flicked away in through square leg for 4 runs. The first boundary of this match, and it comes off the bat of Sadev Soiza. Is once again, it hasn't come much quickly under the bat, so he was waiting for come that one and nicely placed it. And behind square of the wicket on the own side. It's a good looking shot. He seemed to be pitching outside the leg stump and knew there was nobody on the boundary on the square leg. There's a fielder, he's playing on the mid wicket boundary, but he can't get to it, so it's a very useful boundary. That's nice wrist work. Good power from the bottom hand to bring it into the boundary. It's a dot ball to ends up the first over, 7 without loss from the Crimson Tuskers. It's just Ahmed on strike and looking to bring some spinning in straight away. It is Ahmed Ruslan into the attack. Some right timer spinning from himself from the commentary box end. It's just Ahmed going to be on strike. Lots of experience will matter from the Crimson Tuskers. 114 matches, 1,418 runs. And the format for himself when talking about him, he playing some good draw. The highest score is 65, but the longer 5 half centuries is. The average is less than 20 to 19.97. That needed to improve that, but as a young batter in a school cricketer, that looks good in playing against some professional cricketers in the leagues like this. And over the wicket from Ahmed Ruslan. A little bit way too short straight away and nicely punches it on the back foot and get things off the mark. Ahmed Ruslan also very talented bowler, 78 matches, 66 wickets per himself, very economical with his own bowling. They're gonna miss less than 7 runs. It's a very good set of performance in the formats like this in 20 over games. Bringing the economy less than 7 minutes. Very disciplined piece of bowling from Ahmed Ruslan. Bringing the long off and the mid wicket on the boundary. As you can see, the Southern Soisa on that occasion played a little bit too earlier as well, so that means the ball has not come much quickly under the bat. When the ball hits on the deck, it's coming a little bit slower, but that's nicely played top of mid wicket, but there's a protection, but in the gap for 4 runs. Good looking shot there from Southern Soisa. He brings up his second boundary. There's a fielder on the mid wicket is placed there, but that's a even better placement from Sadef Soisa. He seemed to be pitching very short, so gets it nicely in front of score of the wicket for 4 runs. It's a positive start from the left-hander. There's an appeal and give it away. It's a wicket early on for the Ahmed Ruslan. He gets the revenge of hitting a boundary against himself. Ball does some slow delivery, slow through the air from Ruslan. And able to pick up the wicket. That's a very well take from the wicketkeeper behind the stumps. A little bit of extra bounce and extra turn there from Ahmed Ruslan, and that works for himself to bring his man. It's a long walk back into the pavilion for Sadef Soisa for 9 from 8 balls and 12 for 1 from Crimson Tuskers, and this is the start what the White Tenders are looking to get. Gaman Ratner works out to the crease at number 3, 12 matches and 33 runs for himself. The best is 34. Young upcoming player from the Crimson Tuskers. The previous wicket taking delivery was exceptionally good one indeed from Ahmed Ruslan. Ball slowed through the air. That's another slow delivery. Ball slowed through the air once again to the new batsman. Bringing the slip fielder out there, and the mid wicket and the long on is the 2 fielders taking allowed the 30-yard circle in the power play for Gaman Ratner. Nicely played on the backward, but straight to the fielder. He couldn't get things off the mark yet after facing 2 balls, and hence a very valuable wicket taking over from Ahmed Ruslan, and it's 12 for 1. Just hammered on runnable 2 runs. It's 12 for 1. It's been a very sensational start indeed from the Crimson Tuskers. They're able to take on that key wicket of Sadef Soiza with some very good right-arm move spinning from Mohammad Rizlan, and Lithika Damsit will gonna continuing from the far end. 7 runs of his first over. This is the 3rd position match in the tournament, and this is the match number 7. The tournament is started on the 25th of January. Over 2.5 of weeks in played this tournament at the venues in Colombo. That's a nice looking shot, but straight to the fielder. As you can see, what Lithika Damsit is going to try to do, he's trying to bowl into the pitch a little bit and trying to get the movement, but that goes wrong because he bowled outside the off stump. If he can going to bowl around the middle and off stump, very good, unique bowling action. Nice jump from Lithika Damsit, bowling around 105 kilometers per hour, something like that speed from him. There's a lots of wind is passing across the stadium here in SLLDC ground. Talking about the weather report in Colombo right now, it is getting around 27 Celsius of degrees of a temperature here in Colombo. 16 kilometers per hour of wind is just passing across here right now, so that is another factor what useful for the fast bowlers to gonna get the movement. The bowlers are allowing to bowl with the new ball under conditions like this with the wind. That's been a very disciplined piece of bowling. 5 top balls on the track for Lithika Damsit. It's been a very sensational start after conceded 7 runs of his first over. For the White Tanders, they're looking to get their first victory and trying to finish up the tournament as a 3rd position team in the points table. Short and wide and trying to cut that one away, and finally umpire giving it. It's a big appeal. Umpire takes some time to get his decision, and finally he's given him. It's a very good take from the wicketkeeper behind the stump. Ijaz Ahmed is not happy about that decision, but he had to respect for the umpire. We didn't hear much sound by, but he had to walk back into the pavilion. He's played 5 dots. That 6th one is a wicket-taking delivery from Lithika Damsit. It has been a striking from the 2 ends from the bowlers of White Tander. And this is a start. This is the start what they look to get. Brilliant knock from Crimson Tuskers. Have a look at the replay once again. Ball a little bit too short and wide and trying to cut that one. Maybe gets it in the bottom of the bat, and however, it's a very good take from the wicketkeeper behind the stump. So 2 down for the Crimson Tuskers in during the 3rd over. It's 12 for 2. Ijaz Ahmed is walking back to the pavilion for 2 from 8 balls. This is the that dismissal indeed. It's not a good delivery. It's almost a lag for the batsman. Oh, very crucial. Senaratne back on strike. Goes down the leg side. Good take there from the wicketkeeper behind the stumps, and a little bit movement. Looks like a pace on with that delivery from Lithika Damsit. It's a very consistency of a bowler. 8 dot balls in a row from himself. Even Senaratne might look to play the anchor role at the moment because he's a lots of talent player in the middle overs. He's come at number 3, so at the moment 2 wickets lost, 2 openers back in the dressing room, so that will be very big losses, no doubt about, for Crimson Tuskers. Oh, that's nicely played, but straight to the field. It's a very good catch, and we talk about how important is the partnerships and now the partnership has been broken. It's a very, very sensational catch day from the fielder at mid-wicket, and so that brings the end of Gamnusena Ratner at this match in this beautiful morning. Litika Damsit has strikes again. Very well catch, diving forward day from the mid-wicket fielder. Looked to go straight down the ground, but it hasn't come right middle of the bat. Have a look at the replay once again. Ball Fuller. Hit it straight to the fielder. Very good catch. Diving forward from that fielder with wearing the 215 number jersey. And Gamnusena Ratner on his way for 7 from 11 balls. And Crimson Tuskers 19 for 3 in a deep trouble in this morning. "19 for 3 from the Crimson Tuskers, and during the 5th over, there's been a wonderful power play so far for the White Tanders. The full credit on the bowling side at the moment. Hashim Lutfi into the crease. Straight away, pace on and a little movement away of himself. Good bowling from Litika Damsit in front of the new batsman. Hashim Lutfi also been a very talented player who also played the Lancashire Premier League in the last year. 87 matches, 1,554 runs and 6 half centuries. Is the best of 90 unbeaten with some good average of over 27. Oh, what about that? That's a good delivery. Have a look at the movement from Litika Damsit. Ball at the leg stump and get the bounce and get that movement away off the Lutfi. This is very good. His best over goes for 7 runs, but at the last 11 balls, no runs and a couple of wickets as well. This is sensational from Litika Damsit. The comeback, that execution is very good with the new ball. The brand new SG ball, Sunil Gavaskar ball on his hand from Litika Damsit. It's the last ball coming up and a good delivery, but played it nicely straight to the fielder and we'll get a single. It's almost of a drama out there. 5 overs down, 20 for 3 from Crimson Tuskers. Change of bowling from the commentary box and brings the Abdullah Almas into the attack. A little bit of hesitation was in it in the last ball of the previous over. Yes, no call, and however that manages to get a single and Hashim Lutfi get things off the mark. He's 1 from 3. 2 left-handers in the centre, so it's been a very good bowling option to bring by the captain Ishrat Tayyip. Brings the right-hander spinner, so bowling ball up. Oh, where he's trying to get a ball down the leg side. Keeper unable to gonna get to it. It's rest away. Should look to get 2. And they did it comfortable. It's gonna be 3 wides. 2 left-handed batters who's getting out in the centre, so brings the off spinner. So the ball turning away off the left hand as well. So that will be some sort of a threat. Challenge for these 2 left-handers. at the moment, these two batters might gonna look to survive. Only 4 balls still faced by Hashim Lutfi. Targum faced only 1 delivery, so they had to survive and they had to score runs. At the moment, run rate is less than 5 runs. This is a T20 match. We talk about the scores. Can they get 150? But at the moment, looking to get 150 means they had a less than 15 overs to do it. They need more than 127 runs to get from the next 15 overs. It's possible, but the question is how they're gonna do that in front of this good bowling department. The bowlers is bowling very crucial line and lengths and bringing that challenge into the batsman to face. And also this pitch looks good for bowlers. That's why straight away the captain decided to have a ball first after winning the toss. That's nicely played on the back foot, but straight to the fielder will get a quick single. It's been a very calm weather conditions here in Colombo today. Massive cloud cover on top of the stadium. Oh, what about that delivery? It looks like a one finger delivery from Abdul Almaz, and arm ball brings that away off the left hand as well. You can see there's a lot of wind. If you're in the stadium, you can feel there's a lot of wind is passing across here. So bowlers are also trying to get the advantage of that wind. This is the last ball of the power play. And again, that ball swinging away, and that's a white signal from the umpire. Talk about the 2 match officials. Chandrandana as a leg umpire at the moment, and nice quality shot. There's a misfield. Called back for 2. Will they get 2? No. That goes straight to the line of, and we can talk about the match officials in the next over. The power play has done. It's been a sensational power play for White Tanders. 28 for 3. The power play has done, and there's a 28 for 3 at the moment. They can bring 5 fielders allowed, the 30-yard ring. They're going with square leg on the fence, and they're going with third man, long gone, and sweeper cover. They got 4 fielders allowed, the 30-yard circle at the moment, and brings that square leg fielder a little bit more square on the wicket. Mohammad Nafiz into the attack, not much pace. Less than 100 kilometers per hour of a speed for Mohammad Nafiz. Talk about his bowling performance. In 27 matches, 3 wickets. He's a batting all-rounder, but the skipper decided to gonna bring himself to the attack from this far end. Hit straight down the ground firmly, but bottom of the bat. Just the 1 run. Produced some wonderful piece of a bowling performance from this end by Lediga Damsit. Just giving away 18 runs in his 3 overs, and also include 1 maiden over out there. Lots of dots out there. Frees his arms from Hashim Lutfi and going down to the backward point, and will get single day. Look to go in front of square the wicket, but gets it outside half of the bat. He's played a little bit too early, that shot from Hashim Lutfi. Hasn't come the ball much nicely onto the bat. That's the issue of the most of the batters in this game. He's facing. Ball hasn't come quickly onto the bat. And this is the 4th bowling option to be used from the Dyer in this third position match, and upcoming a very crucial match. Upcoming the finals of the Lancashire Emerging Premier League. That's high in the air, but fortunately there was a nobody on that boundary and raced away. Should look to get 2 runs of it, and they did it comfortably. Not controlled that one by the Hashan Taruka, gets it high on the bat. Have a look at that delivery. It's a very well directed bouncer, but the question is the field is not set up for delivery like that. Only Scarlett gets there. That's nice looking shot, is it? It's gone up in the air and long on coming underneath it, but lands in between the mid wicket and long on, and at least another couple of runs for Ashan Taruku. They knew they can't hit much boundaries in front of this bowling department, so they look to work the twos, work the singles, and looking to create around 6-7 runs per over. If they can get 55 at the end of the 10 overs, looking 130 will be possible with next 10 overs remaining. So at the moment, the main thing what they wanted to do is not falling wickets, not giving their wickets to the opposition bowlers. They got over half an over to bowl the first 6 overs, so that means goes around 5 minutes per 1 over. So as usual in international rules, only 4 minutes available per 1 over in a T20 game as well, so they got 5 minutes per 1 over, so that means some sort of time delayed, time wasting from the bowling side. Once again, it's outside the off stump, and once again, it's a wide. 2 wides there from Mohammad Nafiz. 8 runs so far from 5 balls. It's the second season of the Lancashire Emerging Premier League. Have a look at that. He bowled at the 4th stump line and get that movement away of the batsman. It's a dot delivery to ends up the over. 7 overs goes 36 per 3. They're going over 5 runs per over at the moment. Abdullah Almaz is going to continuing 8 runs in conceded of his first over. Extra cover on the boundary, long off, long gone. And the mid wicket, that is the 4 fielders to take, allowed the 30-out circle and swept away nicely into it's the gap, and that'll race away for 4 runs. The first boundary from Hashim Lutfi after submission. He was looking to get that boundary for a long time, and finally he's able to gonna find the gap. It's a tossed up delivery from Abdullah Almaz, and nicely and worked away behind Squall Lake for 4 runs. He knew there was only Squall Lake at the 30-out ring, so just trying to beat that fielder. He knew when he beat that fielder at the Squall Lake, that'll go for first, no doubt about. So it's a very welcome boundary from Abdullah Almaz. Welcome boundary from Hashim Lutfi. Bit too short and played on the back foot straight to the fielder again. It goes, so no placement there from Hashim Lutfi. When loose balls like that come up to them, they needed to gonna find those gaps as well. Because at the moment, every single run is going to be very important. Need to minimize the playing dot balls. It's a 3 dot balls after hitting a boundary, so that is not good. If the batsman take a boundary in front of the next few delivers, he might gonna look into get ones or twos as well. Doesn't need to look for big shots. The 1-2s is gonna be very useful. This is not the best of bowling from Abdul Almas. He bowled 2 short pitch deliveries in this over, but seemed to be after hitting that boundary from Hashim Lutfi. So when that loose ball came up to him, he might gonna look to play some big shots. That's a good delivery. There's a hesitation there, chance for run out, and they're asking the question and giving him. It's been a misunderstanding between the Taruka and Hashim Lutfi. That brings that 4th wicket. The pressure is always been built up on the Hashim Lutfi's shoulders because he played 4 dot balls after that boundary, so he looked to rotate the strike. There was a yes, no call. Even that call from Taruka as well. It's been a very good throw from fielder at backward point, and that brings the end of Ashwin Taruka. He's on his way for 7 from 8. It's 44 for 4 from the Crimson Tuskers in a deep trouble here at the SLLDC grounds in Colombo. For myself, perfect execution from the left-hander. Correction, it's not Ashwin Lutfi, it's Nikesh with that boundary. Very first ball he brings up that boundary. That shows the confidence what this guy has having. He comes at number 6. A little bit. Oh, that's good bowling, Dai. Very good. But we'll get single, Dai. Nikesh Saparmandu at the crease at the moment, at the non-strikers, and he's a very talented player. 31 matches, 331 runs, 35 runs, with best of 53, 1 half century in there. The average is 12. Need to improve that average a bit. That's a good delivery. Have a look at what the Barangatron are gonna do. He bowling flatter. He bowling slide a little bit. Doesn't try to turn away. Trying to bowl the most of dots. 9 overs and down, and it's gonna be 46 per 4. It's 46 per 4. Moving to the 10th over. Ahmed Raslan back into the attack for his second spell, but from the similar ends of commentary box, and he's using to get a ball. He bowled well on his first couple of overs. 1 for 12. He's the one that able to take the wicket of Sadaf Soiza. 67 matches, 66 wickets, best is 4 for 8. 5 times brings the 3 wicket hauls. And during these days, the billions of people who talk about the ICC Men's in T20 Cricket World Cup progressing in Sri Lanka, and India, the 2 co-hosts hosting the tournament, and at the moment 24 matches has been finished. 20 countries who's participated to this tournament as well. In 4 groups, that means in 5 teams on 1 group. Let's have a quick look about the standings of the ICC Men's World Cup, T20 World Cup. Under Group A, India on the top, but winning 2 out of 2 matches in the league round. They played very well against Namibia and the USA in their opening matches. And Pakistan had 2 comprehensive victories against Netherlands and USA. USA had the 3rd place, but winning the game against Netherlands in the last day, and Netherlands had a 1 victory against Namibia. And Namibia on the bottom of the table is still looking for their first victory. On the Group B, Sri Lanka on the top with 2 out of 2 matches with 4 points. They had 105 runs of a giant victory against the Oman a few days ago at the Palakala International Cricket Stadium. Lovely looking shot there from Hashim Lutfi. Inside out he goes, and couple of bounces into the boundary for 4 runs, and that brings up the 50 runs on the board for the Crimson Tuskers. Seem to be pitched up and made a little bit of a room. That's a very good shot. Allows to see that shot. That's not an easy shot to play. And creating a room and using the power of bottom hand, going aerial, lots of things he had to do when he tried to play that shot, but he did it that so comfortably, using all the experience from Lutfi. Now swept away, and there's a protection on the square leg, just the one. And at the second position of the Group B by Zimbabwe, after massive victory against the Australia by 20 runs. Unbelievable. Australia at the 3rd place of the points table. Ireland at the 4th. Oman after 3 matches, attacking at the bottom of the table. They only had 1 match remaining against Australia. Ends up the 10th over, and it'll be 52 for 4, and this may be the time for the drinks for the players. Is the beauty in Sri Lanka, the buildings in Colombo on your screen, and the sea, and moving to the central part of Sri Lanka. You had that type of tea, and somewhere like a Yala, you had elephants as well. A lot of beautiful places, historical places in Sri Lanka as well. And on your screen, at the Lotus Tower, the most a famous tower in South Asia. It's the tallest tower in South Asia, the Lotus Tower. Look at it in Colombo as well. Let's have a quick look about the match summary after the end of 10 overs. Winning the toss, deciding to bowl first from right-handers in very satisfying position, because Crimson Tuskers is 52 for 4 after 10 overs. They're going at 5.2 runs per over. With that rate, the projected scores will be 104. Have a look at this scorecard, and 9 from Sadhu Soisa from 8 balls, and Ijaz Ahmed failed today. 2 from 7, and 7 runs per Gamnu Sena. Ratna Shantaruk also has got similar runs of what Gamnu scored, and Hashim Lutfi unbeaten 14 and 6 runs per Nikesh Sabarmandu, his skipper. 7 extras is including, it's 7 wides and 1 wicket day for Ahmed Rizlan, and a couple of wickets for Lithika Damsid, and also include a run out in these innings as well. So the players and the umpires are taking some drinks out there. So we're coming back after the drinks break. This is the end of the drinks break, and Barangay Sham is going to continue. He's playing on his 2nd match, 2 wickets so far of his 1st match in the tournament. We talk about the ICC Men's T20 World Cup in progress in these days, with lots of incredible things that has happened out there. Zimbabwe wins against Australia, and as well, that's the biggest thing more than the people in the world talking about it during these days. It's a big victory, winning a match against the Australia for any team is not easy, especially for a country like Zimbabwe. They've been a very strong country in the years of 1990s, but in the current terms of the cricket, has been in some sort of a struggling level. But that comeback with that massive victory brings the road into the Super 8 round of the World Cup. As we remember, they also win a match against the Pakistan in 2022 World Cup in Australia. And talk about the Group C, West Indies on the top after winning first two matches against Scotland and England. It's also been a tremendous performance. They won by 30 runs, over 30 runs against the England. It's also been another famous victory. England had the second place, 4 points with 2 match victory. After a very crucial match in the end and landing into the gap. So they'll race away for 4 runs, another boundary. And that one for Nikesh Subbaraman. Didn't control that one. Trying to play it in front of square of the wicket, but gets it outside half of the bat and gets it into the gap for 4 runs. Have a look at that. Played a little bit too earlier. Well, hasn't come there into the bat nicely, and there's an opportunity for the third man fielder to stop that one, but doesn't get much effort. So they get 4 runs up, and Subbaraman moving in a touch at the moment. And talk about that England-Nepal match. It's also been a very crucial one, very fighting one. That was after lots of drama. England manages to get a victory by 4 runs. Then England, oh, nice looking shot there. Very good from Nikesh Subbaraman. The innovation there from himself. He seemed to be there was nobody at the fine leg, and even the Varanga able to bowl quicker then, and so uses the pace of the ball and played late into the gap for 4 runs. It's a very satisfying over for the Crimson Tuskers, and the captain trying to play his role at the moment. 11 down, 61 for 4. Ahmed Ruslan moving on to his last over of the day. 1 for 18 in 3 overs. Economy is very good. Exactly at 6 runs per over, and bringing the slip. Extra tire out there. And the slip ball, and there's a little bit of appeal as well. He thinks it's come off the boot of the wicketkeeper, off the inside edge, out of the boot of wicketkeeper and into his hands. That's what he thinks. But it's not. It's inside edge into the ground and into the hands of the slips. Hashim Lutfi playing some good cricket, 15 from 12, and also skipper had a good executed, 14 from 11. Nikesh bowling very slow from Ahmed Ruslan. He's trying to do his best on the very last over of his spell. He already took the wicket of Sadev Soisa, the open batsman. On the Group D of the ICC World Cup, South Africa on the top with winning 3 out of 3 matches. New Zealand in the second place. That's going up in the air, and bowler says it's mine. He's running backwards. Can he hold on to it? No, he drops it. And now they look to get the second run, and they will get it. Not easy as running back. But if he'd taken it, that would have been absolutely blind. He runs backward and straight away, but Hannibal to gonna get to it, get some fingertips. Have a look at that. Ball slower in the air. Gets it bottom of the bat and high in the air for some time. Have a look at it. If he'd taken it, that would have been very good. He didn't judge that one exactly from Ahmed Ruslan. That's what happened there for him. Half an over to come from Ruslan. Then the slip fielder also taking at the second slip region for Hashim Lutfi. It's a very good move from Ishrat Tayyar because he knew that this ball is bowling very well with some good turn away of the batsmen. Lots of left-handed batters, as we can see. Oh, that's a full toss, and that is going all the way for 6. It's the first 6 runs of the innings, and umpire calls a no ball. What a good-looking shot that was. He was unable to find his length out there. Have a look at it. That's a nice looking shot. He's taken that advantage of it. That's the smallest part of the ground and clears it so easily from Hashim Lutfi. And it's gonna be a free hit now. Look at how quickly the game can be changed at the moment. Crimson Tuskers is going well. This partnership looks perfect between Skipper and Hashim. 30 from 23. Here's the free hit. He comes down the track. Gets it into the gap. Will look to get to. Longo gets onto his left, but only one round. It's a good delivery on that free hit occasion from Ahmed Rizlan. So far, very good. It's expensive over 10k off it. The last ball coming off it from Ahmed Rizlan. Needed to survive of this delivery because he's trying to do his best. In the gap on that occasion, and in the gap for 4. Looking good from Nikesh Sabramandu. No, it's not going to the boundary. That's a good work on the boundary in the long grave, and the single to ends up that over. It's an expensive over from Ahmed Rizlan. 11 off it, 72 for 4, and they manages to get their run rate up to 6 runs per over. We've seen a very thrilling match at the Narendra Modi International Stadium a few days ago between South Africa and Afghanistan in a Group D match. Unbelievable game that was between that two countries. And then, after a thrilling super over, South Africa manages to get into a victory. Cuts it away nicely, and that's a gap. That's a misfield, and that'll be 4 runs into the boundary. This time for Nikesh Sabramandu as well. Played it very late on the back foot and uses the pace of the ball. Varanga Yashanu bowling very quicker and very slider, and even there's an opportunity for Abdullah Almas to get to it, but very poor piece of fielding, so that takes another boundary. 15 so far from the last 7 balls of the innings. They're going well. Have a look at the executed. That anchor roll from Hashim Lutfi. Build up a very good foundation to bring them into this position. If they can't hit boundaries, they might look to get 2s. They might look to rotate the singles, rotate the strike, forget the singles, and that's the better option. That's the safest option. You can see what these guys are gonna look to do. Hit the balls towards the field and gets a quick single. Very good understanding. Let's have a quick look about that match summary after South Africa and Afghanistan. After 2 super overs, that match was decide the winner. That's beautifully played. Only one this occasion. And the South Africa, he's batting first, got 187 for 6. And this Afghanistan also has got only 187 as well. Scores has been level day. At one stage, the Afghanistan need 2 runs from 3 balls with remaining 1 wicket. And then, the run-outs from Fazal Haq Faruqi brings the scores of level for Afghanistan as well. So that may be a little bit of an easy run chase for Afghanistan on that occasion. Nobody believes that will happen. In the air and taken. And Nikesh Sabramandu, that fighting inning comes to end. Short again and trying to cut them. Then from Nikesh Sabramandu, bowling quicker, bowling flatter and straight to the fielder. That's a very good catch from Nazir at backward point, and that's the 5th wicket. The partnership started to build up, and it has been done now. It's a 38 runs of a fighting partnership as comes to end with a wicket of Nikesh Sabramandu. And finally, Virangai Shan gets his man. It's 78 for 5 after 13. This is the match summary, 78 for 5 after 13, and Abdullah Shafiq coming into the crease, 69 matches, over 1,200 runs live for him, 3 half centuries is the best of 75 for him. Nazir Azrin into the attack from the commentary box and for his first over of the game. Start with a very slow delivery, but one of the interesting factors at the moment is that the Ashif Lutfi is still getting out in the centre. He would looking to get play until the end of the innings. That's going up in the air, and the long gift coming in down towards the right side, and will just the single day. Look to go once again inside out, but unfortunately not much of a speed of that delivery from Nazir Azrin, less than 70 kilometers per hour. Very slow, so when you look to play the inside out shot, that the speed also been another important factor as well, because when the ball is gonna bowling very slower in the air, your power is the main important thing to get the inside out. That's a good delivery. Gets the movement a little bit way off the batsman. Looks like it's a carom delivery from Nazir. Goes straight down the ground, catches the call. Long on running down to the left side, just the one. It's a good work day from Long on. Nazir Azrin is a very talented, very experienced player, 93 matches. He's playing for the batting all-rounder role as well. Look at how straight he's gone that occasion. That's a better option, going straight down the ground, because the but long on long if he's taking, oh, nice looking shot, straight down the ground, and one bounce before we talk about how important he's hitting the boundaries and straight, and he exactly decided to go straight as an arrow for 4 runs for Hashim Lutfi. That's not the easiest of shots to play for Lutfi. He gets it on the back foot a little bit. He was waiting for that one, and finally gets it between long on and long off for 4 runs. Now brings the both long on and long off a little bit too straighter. They're able to get that run rate back into 6 runs per over. If they can create 8-9 runs per over from now to 20th over, looking 140 is possible as well. It's a good take from wicketkeeper behind the stumps, but it's a wide. Wide signal by the umpire. Sasanka Gausper as an umpire in the air. No, it's all the way for 6. Nice luck sweep from Hashim Lutfi, and it has been disappeared here at the SLLDC grounds. What an over that is. 13 came off it, and what a way to end up it. Ball fuller, and that is a wonderful shot. Brings up the leg sweep, and it's a very good shot. There's a longer mid-wicket field. It was interesting to see when the ball is flying over his head, and what a way to end up that over. 2 good overs there, 13 of that, 91 for 5. This is the exactly way what these players have wanted to go, and they're doing it absolutely well. 13 runs in this over. They look to get 9-10 runs of overs, and they're doing it absolutely well. You can see Hashim Lutfi, who started very slowly at one stage, 10 from 20 balls, but now 36 from 32. Ball disappeared as well, so it brings the new ball into the game. Conversation day between umpire Sasanka and Chandan Nanapala. Today's the scoring contribution from Chamra Tilakaratna as well, and the broadcasting by the SK Live Facebook page and also in the YouTube page, and also this match will be broadcasting from the Lancashire Cricket Academy YouTube channel. Let's talk about that incredible super over between South Africa and Afghanistan. It's the match 13 indeed. It's been a morning match. It's been a fighting morning match between those two teams, and then Ryan Rickleton gets 61 and Quinny de Kock 59 from 41. Those are the two best innings from South African to get that 187. Cuts it away in behind point, and will it race away? No. Just the one. And at the chase of 188, Afghanistan, Ramlullah Gurbaz played some stunning inning day. 84 from 42, strike at 200, and Amazai with 22. Rashid got 20. Unbelievable there. And that's how scores has been level. At the end, Nur Ahmed fighted a lot. He's a baller, but he fighted a lot there to get the runs on the board. At the first super over, Afghanistan batting first got 19 runs but lost of 2. Oh, what a shot! What a shot that was from Hashim Lutfi, and gone all the way for 6. Third 6 of the innings, and it comes in right middle of the bat from Hashim Lutfi. It's the shot of the day so far. Creates some room and goes inside out over extra cover. Unbelievable shot. Perfect execution from Hashim Lutfi. He looks very strong with that shot. He goes again. Now brings up the slug sweep, and one bounce into the mid-wicket fielder as well. He's fighting there. He's fighting by one end, Hashim Lutfi. He's 43 from 35. And that's superb. Ramlullah Gurbaz got 18 from 4 balls. As well, 19 runs was scored by superb. That was the second superb as well. At the first superb, Afghanistan's got 17 runs and 11 from 5 balls by the South Africa at one stage. So that means they needed 7 runs for the victory of the last ball. Then Tristan Stab able to go for big shot and level up the scores. Once again, that's how they moved to the second super over. Then David Miller executed a lot and gets 23 runs by South Africans at their second super over, and 19 runs is the total what Afghanistan scored at the second super over as well. Then at one stage, the 24 runs needed from 4 balls. Then Ramlullah Gurbaz hit 3 sixes in a row and gets that hope into their side. But unfortunately, at the very last ball of the super over, 5 need from 1 ball. He was out after hitting him straight to the fielder at mid-wicket, straight to the fielder at backward point. If he get that boundary, if he get that placement on that occasion, that will go for 4, and then we'll move into the third super over. However, it hasn't happened. But it's been an incredible drama. It's a fighting end. We've seen lots of disappointed from Ramlullah Gurbaz. He was just crying after the end of that match. It's an incredible scenes there. South Africa is also a very talented team. Even Afghanistan show how talented is there. But at the moment, they're looking forward. It's not easier for them. They lost to both South Africa and New Zealand, and at the moment they're at the bottom of the tables in Group D. At the 4th place in the Group D, but they had no victory. They had 2 more matches remaining with Canada and United Arab Emirates. If they won that 2, they can get 4 points, and the New Zealand had 1 match remaining with the Canada team as well. So the possibility New Zealand gonna win. So then that's New Zealand and South Africa will be the two teams who are gonna qualify to the next round. So that means Afghanistan may possibly getting out of the competition. And 99 for 5 time for the power overs. Estrataya into the attack with the power over as well. Brings the pink ball. So you know, when we played Lancashire Premier League, when we played the Lancashire Emerging Premier League, the pink ball is using for the power overs. Around 2 overs we had in the power overs after the end of 15 overs. Whatever time they can get that power overs. And then only 2 fielders can allowed the 38th circle, and they got longer and longer as the 2 fielders allowed the 38th circle. 100 comes up from the Crimson Tuskers with that couple of wides. Today's the day for the most thrilling match in the World Cup. India, Pakistan will be fighting today. And the Premada's International Cricket Stadium goes high and goes straight down the ground, and that'll be fouled. The brand new pink ball travels such quickly, and that boundary brings the first boundary into the game from Abdullah Shafiq. It's a full toss, very nicely played straight down the ground. Very good shot. There was a long on he's playing, but he can't get to it. Very quick outfield here. Run rate is up to 6.85. There's a hope of 140s. There's a hope of 150s at the moment. If they go like this, they can go 137. That's up in the air. Now long on settling, but he can't get to it. Gets over the long on for 6 runs. The 4 followed by 6 and brings the momentum towards the side from Crimson Tuskers. Good shot though. That is a very good looking shot. It's outside the off temp of delivery, but very good way to using the power of his bottom hand from Shafiq, and he's unstoppable at the moment. What a good executed in the power overs. At the right time, they brings that power overs, and they're taking the advantage of it. Good shot there. No matter where the long on playing on the boundary or not for him. There's a little bit of a conversation, a little bit of a chat. We had no idea about that. Mr. Tire looks expensive. 3 balls, 12 runs, it's over. Down the leg side, and keeper can't get to it, so fine leg and third man up. So for Mo, it's going to be 5 wides. How expensive is this over from Mr. Tire? He bowling quicker, he bowling fuller and straighter, and it's going down the leg side. Very poor piece of bowling from Mr. Tire as a captain. With lots of responsibilities, you can't bowl like that, especially in a power overs. So far, so good. 17 from 3 legal delivers. So that means more than 3 delivers remaining in this over. Hit hard and hit hard for 4 over the boundary for the Abdullah Shafiq. This has been a very good executed. He's taking on the skipper of the White Tanders, and that is a wonderful shot. Pitched up outside the off stump and frees his arms in through extra cover for 4 runs. This has been a stunning batting performance from the Crimson Tuskers. Have a look at how quickly is the game gonna changing here at the SLLDC ground. At one stage they were 52 for 4 after 10 overs. Now 120 for 5, and during the 16th over. That means during the last 35 balls they able to get 68 runs with the rate of 12 runs per over. This has been a very good executed. That's why the partnerships is gonna important. If you 2 batters are gonna play some time in the center, they had an idea about the bowlers, they had an idea about the players, they had an idea about the conditions of the stadium, and they're reading the match so well, reading the bowlers so well. That's another wide delivery. You've seen it, but it's a very close one in through the leg stump. And another wide, but it's very close. No, this occasion it's not a wide. It's missed it by a millimeter. It's a very, very expensive over. Advantage is there for the Tuskers, 16 down, 121 for 5 with the current run rate of over 7.5. Today's the day for India-Pakistan match. Will be held at the Al Premadaza International Stadium in Colombo at 7 p.m. our local time in Sri Lanka. The full house is no doubt about all the tickets of that match has been sold out, and also more than 80,000 of requests of tickets for that match as well. But only the capacity is 35,000 in the Al Premadaza Stadium. It's the last over of the power overs. Hit hard down the ground. Just the one run. There's a line going on the boundary. Abdullah Shafiq is on strike. He's playing well. He's 16 from 10 now. Striking at 160. And talk about that India-Pakistan match. As you know, at the Al Premadaza Stadium, lower D tickets was goes ₹1,000. And for that match, with that most of the request, the ticket was up to ₹34,000 of that lower D stands of tickets, and the maximum ticket also goes at over 2.5 of 250,000 rupees as well. At the black market, the tickets are more than expensive as well. You can see how much interested they from the people in India and Pakistan for that India-Pakistan match, because the thousands of people who are going to watch that match, and they all around the world as well, billions of people watching that match and all around the world, because that's the most thrilling match in the World Cup we're seeing as well. That two teams will meet in 2025 Asia Cup for 3 times, one at the group stage and one at the in the air, and dropped it. Would you believe it? That's the most important wicket, and it goes down, and that'll be overthrows, is it? There's a hesitation there once again. No call about running yes or no from between the two batters, but there's a double chance. This goes down for the white tender. Have a look at that. That would have been taken. That would have been an easy catch for the fielder at extra cover. Yes, down it. Question is, that's a key wicket of Abdullah Shafiq. He's in a very good form with some wonderful power hitting. Seemed to be very good over, considered just a couple of runs. That's going up in the air, and no, but has he got to it? I think he has. It is. What a catch there from extra cover. He goes down on one early. At the moment, this time he manages to get onto it. He dropped a catch a while ago, and that is a very good catch. Excellent return catch from him, and the fighting inning from Hashim Lutfi comes to end for 44. Just the one big hit away for his half century, but it comes to end. It's a brilliant catch. At the end, he manages to hold on to it very comfortable. It's a very, very good inning from Hashim Lutfi. He's done at the moment. He's welcome back. 44 from 38 balls, and it's 123 for 6. Charlie the salute, the new batsman, breaks into the crease, and the dot ball to ends up that over. It's been a very good last over of the power overs from Lancashire as well. Just conceded the 2 runs and a wicket as well. 123 for 6 after 17. Talk about the India-Pakistan, and lots of dramas was in it in the recent few matches what they played. No handshakes during the test, no handshakes after the end of the match. After lots of conversations at the beginning of the game, the Pakistan team said they're not going to play the... That's going up in the air, Longard coming underneath it, and straight down to his hands, another one down. It's a 2 quick wickets are falling, and that's a key wicket of Abdullah Shafiq. He's gonna work him back. He looked to clear the long on, but hit straight to long on, and another one down. It's the wicket from Nizar Ahmed as well. Nazir Azrin with that wicket as well, and it's a very good catch indeed from long fielder. Absolutely nicely judged that one. So that brings the end of him, and that's the 7th wicket. Look how quickly one stage this game is swinging to the favour of white-handers and back to the crimson, and now back into white-hander as well. It's 123 for 7. Shafiq goes for 17. This brings the entrance by Saji Saman into the crease as well. The right-handed batsman looked out to the crease. More than 17 delivers remaining. If they can get 30 for next 17 delivers, they can get 150 plus going on the board. So they might gonna looking to get that 150 on the board. He's trying to get that middle stump as a guard and trying to freeze his arms. 3 wickets are remaining there. Pitched up delivery, but straight to the mid-wicket fielder. We'll talk about that India-Pakistan game today we had, and previously they played in the Asia Cup. Then the Asia Cup final also played between these 2 countries at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium. Then after very fighting, and the India manages to get to a victory at the very last over. They needed 10 runs for the victory, and Tilak Varma and Rinku Singh at the middle of the Dubai Stadium manages to get that victory for the favour of billions of Indians. And today's game will be very much interesting. Lots of Indians came in to the Sri Lanka. The prices of the hotels goes higher. The air tickets also goes higher as of that one. And also we talk about the Pakistan Cricket Board is early on said they weren't going to play with India in this match after some conversation from the president of Sri Lanka with the Prime Minister of Pakistan. They manages to play back, and the reason is why the Pakistan said they're not playing with the India. The Bangladesh is not playing the World Cup in the 2026 for political questions of India and Bangladesh. Because the Bangladeshis was request from the ICC to play their matches in Sri Lankan grounds, because they didn't like to come to India as that the political issues. And as we can talk about that in the next over, 18 then 126, 127 for 7 from Crimson Tusker. It's the bowling cat, 2 wickets for Lithika Damsit with some very good bowling in the first few overs with the brand new ball, and 1 wicket for Ahmed Razlan. It's a 1 wicket for Ahmed Razlan, and 1 wicket also for Nazir Azrin. 2 wickets for Mohammad Nafiz in 1 over. Correction, 2 wicket stay for Viranga Yasham on his 4-over spell. And also included 1 run out in the innings of Crimson Tuskers in this third position match of the Lancashire Emerging Premier League Season 2. Abdullah Almaz into the attack from the far end for his last over and also the 19th over of the match. Shaji Saman 3 from 4. Jonathan De Silva is 1 from 2 there. Another dot ball that the wicket of Abdullah Shafiq and Hashim Lutfi is a very big loss, but the Crimson Tuskers at one stage looking 140s is possible. That's a good delivery from Abdullah Almaz. It's a carom delivery and trying to go against the spin from Cholita De Silva, but he missed it. Bowled him, that's a good delivery, and made a little bit of a room and trying to go aerial over extra cover, but the result is another wicket falls for the Crimson Tuskers as well. It's both very slow, but he played that shot earlier as well, you can see. That's a good delivery, good finger spinning from Abdullah Almaz. He strikes there for the first time, and Cholita making his way back into the pavilion. It's going to be 127 for 8 from Crimson Tuskers. Abdullah Afrij breaks to the crease. Asking the question, and has he given it? I think he has. Let's see. They're celebrating and the batter walking and everything is happening for the favour of the White Tenders. It's a stump from a wicketkeeper behind the stumps and 9 down. Have a look at it again. The carom ball. Looks like his foot was on the crease and given it straight away by the umpire. It's a 127 for 9. He's on a hat-trick from Abdullah Almaz. That's been a very, very poor cricket day from the tail enders of the Crimson Tuskers, and no patience. If they can play 20 out of 20 overs, looking 130 also they can get. At the moment, 9 down there. Especially Shaji Saman can bat well and can bat better than these batters as well. So if these guys can't rotate the strike, they might gonna look into survive for the next few delivers, because then at the next over, Shaji Saman can do something. But these guys are looking to go for big shots. That is not the one they want to do at this occasion. It's poor cricket. Needed to be a little bit more intelligent. If you can survive with going big shots, it's a good option. If you can rotate the strike, it's another good option. Let's see what this guy is gonna do. He did well. He lead that one. That's not bad, because Shaji Saman is the one that they're hoping to do something for the Crimson Tuskers. Ends up that over. He missed out the hat-trick, Abdullah Almaz, and 127 for 9 after 19 overs. And let's move for the last over of the innings of third position match. First innings of Crimson Tuskers. Nazir Azrin into the attack for the last over, goes straight down the ground and called for 2, but they settled for 1. And that one straight to the fielder as well. Abdullah Almaz. Well done. Now the Nazir Azrin into the attack, and 41 matches, 44 wickets for this dive spinner. He played for the Northern Falcons, as we remember, in the Lancashire Premier League. in the last tier. There's a single run for Abdullah Sakuri. Get things off the mark. This is what we're talking about. Rotating the strike is the best option in a situation like wicket falling, and they're doing it well. 4 delivers remaining. It's a wide surely, and it is. Right down the leg side, signal from the umpire. Sasanka Gaspe. Beautifully played on the back foot, and we'll get a single day. And they get into 130s, now 131 on the board. Half of over to come. Abdul Sakur on strike, the left-hander. At the moment, they might gonna look into play 20 overs. Can they do it? It's a dot delivery. It's a good one from Nazir Azrin. Very disciplined piece of bowling. We seen it from the opening fast bowler, but they couldn't get him. Goes down the ground. That's a good shot. Just bouncing in front of longer, but it's a good shot from tail-ender Abdul Sakur to get a single. Lithika Damsit bowled absolutely well. 8 runs only given away, and also picked up a couple of wickets in 3 overs. But they didn't get him. That's going to get the outside edge, and we'll get a single day. So it's going to be a single to ends up the innings as well. It's a 133 for 9 from a Crimson Taskers in this 3rd position match in batting first. Very good performance. After winning the test, decided to have a ball first from White-handers. Only scored 133 for 9. At one stage, looking 150 was possible for the Taskers, but finally they got only 133. At one stage, they were 52 for 4 after 10 overs. 133 will be a satisfying one for them, because they got 81 in the next in the last 10 overs as well. Just bowled 5 wickets. Let's have a quick look about the match. It's out in Sadaf Soisa with 9. 2 runs day from Ajuz Ahmed, Gamanusena Ratna, Anashi and Taruka both has got only 7 runs. There was a massive fail from the top order batters of the Crimson Taskers. Hashim Lutfi with the best inning of the innings of the match, and so far 44 from 38 with 3 sixes and 3 fours. Played the anchor role of the game. Skipper Sabir Mamdu got 20 from 17 and 17 for Abdullah Shafiq, and 1 run for Charlie De Silva and Sajid Saman, and beaten 6 day, and Abdul Sakur with 2 runs. And talk about the bowling cat. 2 wickets for 8 runs in 3 overs for Lithika Damsit. 1 wicket for 29 for 4 overs from Ahmed Raslan. 2 wickets for Abdullah Almas. 2 wickets for Varanga Ishan, 1 wicket for Nazir Astrin as well. So 134 is the target for a victory of this 3rd position match, and for the White-handers from 120 balls with the asking rate of 6.5 runs per over. So we will come back with the run chase. Don't go anywhere. Stay with the live action. So Welcome back, everybody, to the SLLDC grounds in Colombo. As you can see, the two umpires is working out to the center after collecting the ball. Chandan and Nepal collect the ball from the trophy table. The brand new New Give us a ball on his hands. They're moving to the center as well for the second half of the game of this third position match between the Crimson Tuskers and the White Tenders. And White Tenders, who wins the toss and decided to gonna have a ball first. They did so well. Crimson Tuskers only got 133 for 9 in their 20 overs. Very good bowling performance that was from White Tenders. And Crimson Tuskers, the bowlers also looking very talented. They looking to gonna bring these high position side in less than 130s, and the power play is going to be very crucial as we've seen it how well is the bowlers of White Tenders who bowled inside the power play, get the control of the game very nicely with bowling on a very good line and lens. The pitch also been a very useful one for the fast bowlers, and it's a used pitch, I will tell you. Upcoming a very crucial match, the finals of the Lancashire Emerging Premier League will come next between the finals will be playing between Red Spartans and the Black Tigers after the end of this innings as well. And you can see the two openers making their way into the centre from the White Tenders. They're looking for their first victory in this Lancashire Emerging Premier League Season 2 2026. The tournament started in the 25th of January, over 2.5 weeks. The tournament was held in most of the matches in the league round. Also played it here at the SLLDC grounds in Colombo. This is almost the home ground of the Lancashire Cricket Academy. What a beautiful venue, the wonderful vibe with wonderful natural vibe outside the stadium. Lots of trees all around the stadium and some buildings, as you can see from the far. Also the ground conditions, the dressing rooms, all facilities are perfect here at the SLLDC grounds in Colombo 5 in Narayan Bitter. The 134 is the target for Crimson Tuskers to gonna have some wonderful victory and bring the third place of the tournament. 134 need from 120 balls with the asking rate of over 6.7 runs per over in the 0 string. And Ishrat Tahir works out to the crease. Lots of talented players. Ishrat Tahir, 39 matches, 191 runs. Need to improve the average. It's getting a 10.5, the average from Ishrat Tahir. There's a promotion day for him. He's the captain. Usually he's batted at the middle order for the White Tenders, but today he comes at opening. Nazir Asrin, 93 matches, 1,272 runs, with the average of 18. The bottom batters a strike rate getting at 80s as well. Ashim Lithvi, 86 matches, 44 wickets into the attack from the commentary box, and the wicketkeeper up to the stems in to take it in front of the fast bowler, long on the boundary with the third man. Here's the first ball, the Ranchers. Here we go. Bowled it outside the off stump, and it's a wide signal from the umpire. Talk about the umpires, the match officials. We had Sasanka Gasper, Chandan and Nepal as the two umpires on the centre, and Sharma Tilakaratna gives up the contribution with scoring. That's the first delivery. There's a good delivery, good seam up. Not much pace, around 100 kilometers per hour or less than that from him. There's, as we can see, the players of the Red Spartans and the Black Tigers are coming into the stadium right now because they had the next match. It's the final. Hafshan Hamza is already out to here. Nice to play, then gets over a score like it won't get to the boundary, but they were gonna get 2 runs for it. It's good running between the wickets. Couple of runs to get things off the mark for Nazir Azrin and the right-handers, and talk about the leaderboards of batting on the top by Eminem Jazz from Black Tigers. 3 innings, 119 runs with some wonderful average of 59.5. Anaz with 111 runs in 3 innings. He's from Red Spartan. Kushan Perez from Black Tigers with 93 runs. Rajendran Siridaran on that list. Shim Lutfi on that list as well. 90 runs in 2 innings with today's sporties. He's up to the top of the leaderboards in batting. Hafshan Hamza out there. Hafshan Hamza also been a player that played most of the time in India on his young age, and also he's been played with Dinesh Karthik on his school cricket in India, and also club cricket at a younger age. Lots of memories with these players as having, and also talk about the Eminem Jazz, who's from St. Joseph's College in Colombo 10, and who also played with somebody like Angelo Matthews in their side, in their school. Talk about the bowling performance in the tournament. Listen to Sanjeev with the left-hand orthodox bowler. That's a good shot over square leg. It's a quick outfield, so this will race away to the boundary for 4 runs. It's the first boundary of the run chase. It's come off the bat of Nazir Azrin. He didn't middle that one, but gets it inside half of the bat, flying over the square leg for 4 runs. There's a little bit of a shape, a little bit of a movement into the batsman. It's a very successful start. 8 runs from 4 balls. Still they're going with similar field. Again signals the wide from the umpire for the 3rd time in the over. He looks busy with signalling those wides and boundaries in the first over. Brings up the 3rd man up into 30-yard ring and put mid-wicket back into the boundary. Have a look at that. Yeah, it's a wide. And that's how the wide line he bowls. He trying to get that movement away. That's a good delivery. That is a very good one. It's a good move from the captain to bring in the wicketkeeper up to the stump, because not much pace. And sometimes in some of the batters are struggling when the wicketkeeper up to the stumps as well. So the very good skill, as we can see from this wicketkeeper Taruka. He's wicket-keeping up to the stump in front of the fast bowlers as well. And talk about somebody like this. We remember Alex Carey from the Australian cricket team. He's wicket-keeping in front of 135, 140 kilometers per hour of delivers up to the stump. When Scott Boland bowling in the last series of Ashes series, we could keep up to the stumps when Boland is gonna bowling in front of 135, 130 kilometers per hour. It's a good move, not easy, but it's lots of skills there for Alex Carey, one of the best wicket keepers in the world. 1 over 10, 9 without loss from right-handers. Talk about the Lancashire Emerging Premier League. The organisers' detail is Eminem Yusuf doing a remarkable assault of organisations in this Premier League. Not only this, actually. Gavin Sena Ratna into the attack with a good delivery. Little bit back of a length and not much turn. Bowling to Shrutai, who spaced his first ball. There's a long going on the boundary and the mid-wicket, the same field. He goes for a big strike, but he missed it. He bowled very slow, but with the new ball from Sena Ratna. Eminem Yusuf, who's been the head coach also of the Lancashire Cricket Academy. We know about this Lancashire Cricket Academy. It was started in 2014. Now, over 12 years ago, the tournament has been started. There's lots of history out there. Eminem Yusuf is the head coach of the Lancashire Cricket Academy as well. He's a very talented organizer also. He organizes tournaments like this a lot. You know, Lancashire Premier League, Lancashire Emerging Premier League, and more warm-up matches, more tournaments he already has organized. And before this is his 33rd tournament what he is organizing. Tournament started on the 15th of January and will end up in today, the 15th of February, exactly 1 month in the playing it. The locations in this tournament is held at this SLLDC grounds in Colombo and the DHH ground in Colombo. Those are the details in the tournament. All the league round matches played as a 25 over inter-tournament matches, and this is only the match we're playing as a 20 over match because this third position match we need to save our time for the finals. That's a good delivery, good work there from wicketkeeper. It's a wonderful over from Gamanu Sanaratna, made into ends up. It's a 9 without lost. In this tournament, 9 times there was another 50-run partnerships as well. 3 players able to get 50s, then one is Eminem Jazz. No 100-run partnerships in the tournament as well. This is the match 7 of this tournament. Ashim Lutfi is continuing. Good delivery, looking to get his rhythm back. He bowled his first over for 9 runs, a little bit expensive. The wickets is very important, especially this power play. If they can go and get 2-3 wickets in the first 6 overs, certainly the game on their side at the moment. So they're looking to get a ball on the very tight line and lens and try to break those batters. Especially the wicket of Nazim Azrin is very important because he can play some long innings for their side. This is another issue what Ashim Lutfi is going to facing with the new ball. He has no control with the brand new ball. Ball just getting outside the wide line for the 4th time. That's the 4th wide ball where they bowled today. So need to minimize those extras. Trying to get that movement into the batsman. That's not bad. Bowling on a back of a length is a very good option from Ashim Lutfi. 125 from 108 ball, 124 from 106 balls, the target at the moment. Played nicely on the back foot. Will gets a single. Good stop there from backward point. It's just Ahmed Day. Lots of experience, full corrector. 140 matches for himself. Still school level cricketer. He's from Zahra College in Colombo. As I recently played also for Malay Cricket Academy in Colombo too. Malay Cricket Club also been a very famous cricket club. They win the last year major tournament against the SSC in front of a 7-18 national cricket team players. The head coach by Wadi Pepera, former head coach of the Lumbini College, and also he played some under-19 cricket from Wadi Pepera. A lot of talented and experienced culture in the competition. Goes for a big stroke and able to get it over 30-yard ring, and it'll race away. It's a quick outfield. It's a good stop on the boundary from Ijaz Ahmed. Is a lightning fast fielder from this side as well. That's a very good save of a couple of runs for Crimson Tuskers by Ijaz Ahmed. That was sliding down the leg side. Single to ends up the over. 5 runs came off it. It's 14 without lost after 3 from the White Tanders. Kandula Ratna gonna come to the being bowled. A maiden early on. From the far end brings the slip. There Logan will get the 2 fielders on the boundary. Rick White right aids up to 7 runs per over. But one of the good thing is there was a empty wicket account for the White Tanders. Short and wide, trying to cut that one away, but he missed it. It's a good delivery day. We talk about early on during the first inning of the game, and today is the day for India-Pakistan match. The 2 teams has played some wonderful cricket recently, but during these days, lots of issue when the politics move to the sport. However, the India-Pakistan played 59 test matches, and then India won only 9 times, Pakistan won in 12, 38 times the matches as drawn. You know, before 2010, the India had travelled to Pakistan for some series, for some test series also, but never at these days. After some political issues, after some terrorist attacks from the both countries, this game has been a very fighting game, and they meet also in the sports. And 136 one-day internationals they played. Then India won only 58 times. 73 times has been won by Pakistan. The Pakistan has been a very talented team, especially before the 2015, when the players like Shahid Afridi, Yunus Khan, Inzamam Ul-Haque, some players like that, Waka Yunis, Wasim Akram, Imran Khan, and the players like that, when Pakistan players like that, when Pakistan gonna play, they've been a very strong side. That's gone up in the air. Mid-off runs back, but he will not get to it. It's landed safely, and we'll get 2 runs in comfortably. Didn't middle that one from Nazir Asrin. Then moving to T20s, 16 matches, 13 victories day for India. Only 3 times Pakistan able to win T20 matches against the India. Overall 211 matches, 80 wins per India. Pakistan had 88 match victories. So that means that most of the percentages in international level matches of winning for Pakistan as well. So it's a good move. Today's the day for that fighting game between India and Pakistan. Let's see what happens. You know, the match will be started at 7 o'clock in the PM in the local time in Sri Lanka. We'll talk about that in the next hour. 18 without lost after the end of 4 overs from the White Tanders. Talk about those 2 teams in India Pakistan. Then for the last time, India has travelled in the July in 2008 for a international match in Pakistan as well after 2008. Now 16 years ago for that scene. No travelled for cricket match in Pakistan, but Pakistan is came in also in 2023 World Cup to India as well, but no arrival back to the Pakistan for Indian cricket team. That was in the 6th of July when the Indian team is heading to Karachi for that Asia Cup. That's nicely played and just gets over mid-wicket for single. Hashim Lutfi continuing. Going over 7 runs per over. He has not much of a control with the new ball in the previous over. He missed his line and length a little bit in the previous over, especially the line. And let's see what he can do. This is his 3rd over. Now he maybe had some idea, but there was an empty wicket account still. So it's a very big loss for this bowling side, because the wickets are very important at the moment, at this stage. Crimson Tuskers already has lost 1-2 wickets as well, but the run rate is getting less than 5 runs per over. There we go, short and wide. Frees his arms in front of score of the wicket for 4 runs from Ishrataya. It's a nice sound off the bat. Bowling way too short and wide. That's a beautiful looking shot. Ball has been almost disappeared. Very good shot there. Way too short. There's a fielder on the boundary on the offside, but this guy goes in front of score of the wicket for 4 runs. Very good shot. That's his first boundary of the innings for Ishrataya. The skipper tried to play some good role today. He's trying to find his rhythm back. Too short again and placed it nicely this time, using the pace of the ball and playing it too late for Myries, and a great touch now from Ishrataya. The back-to-back boundaries brings his momentum and also the momentum of his team. Run rate is up to 5.5. That's a the back foot into the onside. And that match was a absolutely interesting game indeed. They won by 6 runs as usually. The 119 runs there, that was the target, but Indian had to defend. It was not easy, as you know. He goes for reverse and we'll get single day from Nazir. This is the last over of the power play at the Sakur, but some left-arm orthodox bowling from that far end. 2 deliveries to come of the over. Correction, 3 deliveries to come. Interesting move is there's no wickets still there for Crimson Tuskers. The wickets are very important when these two batters are trying to play longer innings in like this. The pressure building in straight away on the bowlers, and also the batters, when the batters is playing 2-3 overs in a T20 game, they had an idea about the bowlers and the pitches, so then they can execute it. "29 runs on the board. It's less than 6 runs of right, but oh, that's going through the wicketkeeper, and it'll go for 4. I think it'll race away. No, it won't get to it when Ijaz Ahmed is feeling on that type of directions, because he's been an absolutely talented fielder. Oh, there's an overthrows. Would you believe it? It's a poor cricket day from Crimson Tuskers as well. The 1s and 2s and make it to 3s with that overthrow with it. Well, let's have a look at that. That's a good stop from Ijaz Ahmed indeed. They got 3 runs over 3 byes signaled by the umpire. Last ball. Tossed up again and drives in down the ground. Single to ends up the 6th over. The power play down. It's been a successful power play from the White Tenders. 34 without lost. The power play down, it's 34 without loss from the White Tenders. At the 3rd position match of the Lancashire Emerging Premier League 2026. Run rate is 5.67. The asking rate is up to 7. Javagar Sundaraj into the attack. Change of bowling style from the commentary box end. Looks like a little bit spin dive from him. Exactly 100 runs lead from 84 balls. It's medium phase from Javagar. Played it on the back foot. It's a dot delivery straight away. And the latest of times, the Pakistan and India met in the finals of the Asia Cup at the Dubai Stadium. Then 146 for ball out from Pakistan, and target was 147. And India was chased it at the 20th over with remaining 2 deliveries as well. Talk about that match. At the very last over, India required 10 runs from 6 balls. Tilak Verma hits a 6 and 4 by Riku Singh, and then that game brings today's side. It's a very thrilling match indeed, but they're able to get to it. There's also been a lot of fight. And during that days, Babar Azam is not played. But in this World Cup, Babar Azam is playing as well. Another big loss also for the Pakistan having its Mohammad Rizwan is not in the World Cup side of this 2026 World Cup. He's also been a very talented player, but as an issue of striking rate of Rizwan, the Pakistan Cricket Board is decided to not bring him to this squad as well. And that's a good shot, is it? Is it? No! Ijaz Ahmed is dropped that one. We talk about he is the best fielder of the side, this young man, but it's dropped it from himself. Look to play a reverse sweep in front of a Javagar, but going up in the air, that would have been a simple catch for Ijaz Ahmed. Straight to his hand. He hasn't need to move anyway. He drops it. Would you believe it? This is pure cricket day from Crimson Tuskers. Every single chance is very important. Even that's not difficult. In the air again, just short of third man. Abdullah Shafiq out there. When the chance is up to them, they might gonna take that, but they dropped it. That's a big mistake what these players did here. Very pure cricket from a Crimson Tuskers, especially from the young man. He's played well. He fielded very well there. That's flicked away straight to the fielder. Ends up the over. 7 down. It's 38 without lost. At the moment, match number 25 of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup in progressing between Nepal and the West Indies at the Wankhede International Cricket Stadium in Mumbai. If today's the West Indies gonna win, they probably move into the Super 8 stage of the World Cup. At the moment, after 7.4 overs, Nepal was 27 for 4. So that means there's the opportunity is clear to moving to the Super 8s for West Indies. Their execution was very good, but before the World Cup they played a series against the South Africa. They lost that series also for 2-1. Then most of the people say the West Indies had no opportunity to go forward in the World Cup, but they showed what they can do. They beat even England at the group stage at the Wankhede Stadium. Bowling very wide today from Lancashire. Superman, there's an appeal. It's maybe sliding down the leg side. The skipper into the attack. You can see he's coming from a very wide to the attack. If you look at the replay. That's a very good delivery. Very interesting one. Maybe little bat on that. He goes for it. He goes with the spin day. And it'll go for 4. Nice looking shot there from Ishrate. He will brings up his second boundary of the innings. Bowling a little bit quicker, just gets the enough power onto it. Doesn't time it, doesn't middle it, but his power is enough to get into the rope for 4 runs. The placement is good there. Hashim Lutfi gives up the chase, but unable to get to it. And you know, the 3 matches he's always been playing in one day. In this World Cup, 2 matches in India, 1 match in Sri Lanka. Talk about the venues of this World Cup. 3 venues from Sri Lanka. These Singley Sports Club ground in Colombo. We call this an SSC for the first time. The World Cup match will be progressing out there, and also for the first time a night match was played out there between US and Pakistan a few days ago. It was the first night match under the lights. Played in SSC, and also Alprem Stadium is another venue. And Pallekele Stadium. And the 3 venues what Sri Lanka hosted in this World Cup. And 5 venues from India. One is a Wankhede International Stadium. And the Eden Gardens in Kolkata, Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. And Chennai. And Delhi is the few venues that India hosting in the tournament. Nicely played, working the singles very well. It's a good partnership. It's a strong partnership of 44 runs for the first wicket. They doesn't look to go for big shot. They doesn't look to go aerial. They're playing very patiently, working the singles and working the 2s, and when the loose ball is up, they're punishing for it. Oh, that's a good delivery to ends up the over. It's gonna be 45 runs on the board and 45 without lost after the Still, there's a few delivers to come off this over, but there's a little bit of an issue with the scorecard. Tossed up and nicely goes in through the line goal for single to ends up the 8th though, but it's 46 on the board for the White Tenders. Talking about the Nepal team, their skipper, Rohit Paudel, who has been a very young man as well. He's just 23 years of age. And he's a very talented, very skillful, very experienced player, I mean. 76 one-days he played, still 23 years of age. There are 2,000 of runs with some good average of almost 30. And looking about the T20 games, it's a 78 T20 international matches. And 1,699 runs with the average of 28. There's 8 half centuries in that format in T20s and 11 in the one days with a couple of centuries. And he made his debut at the 2018 in one day internationals. That means when he was at 15, he brings his debut. Wow, incredible! The players, like that as a young age making a debut is very good and very not easy for that one to do for any other players, but he did it very well, and he made his T20 international debut when he was at 16. There was another half a chance goes down, this time from the skipper Nikesh. He would take that one, runs backward, but not easy, I mean. But if he'd taken it, that would have been very good. Then I might gonna look to get a turning point of this game. 1, 2, 3, we could suddenly can change the game. You've seen it how quickly the game changes when these bowlers, White Tender balls, at one stage 52 for 4. Has he got it? I think he has. And he's walking over. We didn't see what happened exactly. Is it hit wicket or is it bowled? It's gonna be bowled as well. And Nazir Azreen is gonna working over, trying to create some room and trying to get through front leg. Finally, Jabagir Sundaraj manages to get his man Nazir Azreen some fighting, and then comes to end. He's going back to the dressing rooms for 17 from 23. It's 45 for 1. We was a talk about how important is the wicket, and it comes at the moment. Abrar works out the crease at number 3. 39 matches, 315 runs with the average of 10. A little bit of a lower average day for Abrar. Correction, it's Eminem Zishan works into the crease, not Abrar. Stop with a wide delivery. This is the poor thing what we're seeing from these bowlers. After taking a wicket, bowling wide, bowling undisciplined piece of bowling is not good. They need to minimize those. Jabagir Sundaraj. Some very medium pace. Good delivery, and we'll get things off the mark from Eminem Zishan straight away. Looking for that little small run out chance, but unable to get to it. 48 runs on the board. The asking rate is 7.5. There's an opportunity now for the Crimson Tuskers to come back into this game. Hoping this is going to be a crucial game. Very thrilling game at the end of the match. Swing and a miss for the Stratire. He looked to go over extra cover. Not only him to miss it, missed it also for wicket keeper behind the stumps. At the moment, DLS power score is 48. If the rain comes at the moment, the match will be tied, because when the DLS basket shows 48, you want to get 49 for victory. DLS basket means a score that is leveled. Early on, there's some half a chance for him. Edges Ahmed also goes down, but finally, they manages to get a wicket off Nazir. Nicely cuts it away from Zishan. Nice sounded of the bat, and single to ends up the 9th over. 50 up from the White Thunders. 54, 1 after 9. Skipper gonna continue with his left arm. Orthodox bowling from the far end. After this over, we have the drinks break of this match. Exactly after 10 overs. Oh, nicely cut away, and cut away for 4 from Zishan. A beautiful looking shot by. He bowled a little bit quicker that occasion. Not turning away, it's just coming into himself. Nicely played a little bit too late with using the pace of the ball from Zishan. Excellent looking shot for 4. His first boundary of the innings for Zishan. Top shot that was. That's good bowling. He's asking the question there. Looks like a little inside edge onto it. It doesn't try to bowl slow but through the air, but if you try to get a ball a little bit slow through the air, you've seen it when Ahmed Draslan is going to bowling in front of a left-hand batters. It bowled slow through the air, trying to get that extra turn and bounce with bowling like that. But this guy is, oh, that's a good shot. Ishrat Tayyib is waiting and waiting. Finally, he goes for it. It's a massive 6 over long on. The cheers have started to begin at the dressing rooms now. Perfect shot from the skipper, pitched up from a supper band, and goes for 6 runs. The big part of the ground, but clears it like so easy by Tayyib. This is the issue what the Lancashire is gonna facing when he bowls fuller, when he gonna bowling quicker as well. That's what I was talking about. Bowling slow through the air is very important. He bowling again, fuller, and nice sweep shot. And just the one, Jabagar gets there. Run rate up to 6 runs per over. That was the 5th 6 of that match. First 6 of the run chase for White Thunders, playing good cricket from the skipper Shrataya. Now the MMZ Shine says if he can hit 6s, I would also look to go for big. But it's not big enough. It's a good catch. And nicely takes it by the Lion fielder Safrin. And that's the 2nd wicket. When the runs comes, you want a patience. There's a lots of runs came in this over, but Zijan also looked to go further. It's a good option to go bigger, but the question is he didn't middle it. 62 for 2. Zijan works back for 7 from 5. It's White Thunders 62 for 2, and it'll be time for the drinks. Right, it is the last ball of the 10th over. We're back after drinks breaks. Oh, it's a good delivery. It's a dot delivery to ends up the over. It's 62 for 2 after 10 overs from White Tenders. Mohamed Nafiz is the new batsman in the crease. 21 matches, 287 runs with the average of 16. Today we had a double header after this match. It's a match between the Reds Panthers and the Black Tigers coming out with the finals of the Lancashire Emerging Premier League. The players has been already arrived into the stadium now. After 10 overs, we had a lunch. After the lunch, we will come with the finals. It'll be very, very crucial as one. Crucial matches, no doubt about. The players like Sean, Rajendra Sirdar and Eminu Jazz is on that side as well. And Jabagar Sundaraj is going to continue after taking a wicket in the previous over with a very good confident level. 1 wicket for 9 runs in 2 overs. Ishrat Daya, the skipper playing well, 30 from 31. That's up in the air, straight to the field is it? He drops a chance for run out. Everything is happening here at the SLLDC ground. There's a half a chance from extra cover. Feel he drops it. The chances like this, you can't get a miss out. Still, this game is open for both sides. The good thing is there was the asking rate is taking about 7 runs per over. There's 2 chances has at the moment is gone down. Mohamed Nafiz, he spreads his arms, it's a full toss, and it's all the way for 6 over the mid-wicket fielder. The fielder at mid-wicket is just watching sails over his head. He was just a spectator on that occasion. What a shot that is. New batter, no hesitation, that's his second ball facing in this match. Frees his arms, have a look at this confidence. He's now in a good form. It's too hurry to get the things open today's side. He knew when he's going to play 2 positive shots that asking rate they can get down to 6 runs per over, and they're doing it exactly. That's very, very good, intelligent cricket. After hitting a 6, working the ball for singles. Very intelligent cricket there from Mohamed Nafiz. At the moment, Shrattay going to play in the anchor role very well. Out there for some time. Almost a hour he was in there. Still playing and getting singles very well. That looks like an overthrows. It is a poor throw there from Idris Ahmed at backward point because there was no one for backup behind the bowler's arm. So they get 2 runs for it. So far so good. This over goes per 10 runs in 4 balls. 62 from 56. Crimson Tuskers needed wickets, needed to bowl dot balls. Hit straight down the ground, flat and hard. Just the one. Actually, the 133 is not this scope we're gonna look to get at this venue. 150 will be good. 133 means a very low score in this pitch. The boundaries are also not bigger, so the batters can freeze their arms in whatever they want. Whenever they want, they can get the 6s or boundaries as in a pitches like this, in a venues like this. So every single run is going to be important. The question is in the first 10 overs, all the top of the order batters of the Crimson Tuskers was unable to get onto some good scores. They was out in less than 10. That was the biggest threat where the Crimson Tuskers is faced early. 11 down, 34 for 2. This match is already planned to get started at 8:30 or o'clock in the morning, but One team was a little bit late to come, so the match was delayed early. The toss played at 9:04. Match started at 9:30. Match started at 9:26. Yeah, it's almost 9:30. 1 hour of late. Goes against the spin from Ishrataya, straight to the field. It's a good catch. It's a very good catch from Hashim Lutfi, diving forward. Not easy, but very well. Nicely held on to it. Third wicket falls, and we talk about the wickets is important. There's a partnership was broken a little bit while ago, and now there's an important wicket taken by the captain Nikesh Subrabandhu. They're trying to go against the spin. But that's a very good catch. Not easy. Diving forward from Hashim Lutfi. It's a catch of the day for me. And that brings the third wicket. It's a very good inning from Ishrataya. 34 from 35. His innings comes to end. It's 74 for 2. 74 for 3. At that occasion, he goes against the wind as well, so it won't get the distance and it won't get the wave that he wants to get. It's not the result he expected, though. It's a third wicket fall in this game. He's been swinging once to the bowlers, once for the batters, and now back into the bowlers. It's a 50-50 chance, though, for both teams. There you go. We can see the players of the Red Spartans had a little discussion. The skipper Rajendran Siridaran, he's been a senior player who had a little discussion out there about what to do, how to do in the next PO, in the next match, because they knew that's the final. They knew it's a crucial match against the Black Tigers, so it's a big plan there. You can see Anas, you can see Asham there, and Rajendran Siridaran, the most of senior players there on their side. He's had a very good discussion, very good plan, very good to see that one before a match coming early. Had an idea about watching this match, had an idea about the pitch and about the ground conditions and the weather, and also the planning what to do in their match as well. Very good to see that one. Back to this match number 7, third position game. 75 for 3 from White Thunders. Viranga Yashan works out to the crease, the new batsman. In 3 matches, 77 runs, 38.5 of runs of average for the left-hander. He immediately get things off the mark. This is the chance what the Crimson Tuskers had to come back into this game. They got 2 quick wickets in during the last 2-3 overs. So if they can bowl dot balls, if they can gonna get 1 more wicket, they can fight and they can get into a victory. He goes again against the spin, but I think this time he has got the distance. Is it? No, he hasn't. It's a good catch. Once again, Hashim Lutfi held on to it on the mid-wicket boundary and brings out the 2nd wicket in the over from Nikesh Subrabandhu. The captain is doing all the tricks here now. He picks up his 3rd wicket. He's doing his captain role nicely, Nikesh Subrabandhu. It's poor cricket at the moment from Nafees to go for big shot. The asking rate also less than 7. So why he goes for a shot like that? It's poor cricket. It's throwing his wicket by himself. 4 wickets down, 2 in the over. This game is now probably on the side of the Tuskers. It's a very good game. 76 for 4. That guy who can bat very well, but that is poor cricket, not intelligent dive from him. When the wickets are falling, going for big shots is not the best option. Surviving in the centre and working singles when the chance is up to you yourself is what you're trying to get to do. But Mohammad Nafees goes for another big shot. He took a 6 early on, but he looked to go for it again. The result is the end of his very good inning. Now the Nipun Perera works to the crease. Very talented player. 2 left-handers now in the centre. It's a good move because there's a left-timer, Nikesh Subrabandhu, who can bat very well. Who can bowl very well and trying to survive in front of himself because left-hander is turning the ball into the left hand, so that probably a little bit too comfortable for left-handers to face in front of him. It's a good appeal straight away in front of the new batsman, Nipun Pereira. I say it's pitching outside the leg stump. 123 matches, 1,840 runs day for Nipun Pereira with average of 24. Good strike rate of over 105. Last ball of the over, very, very good. 2 runs and 2 wickets. Make it that a very successful end of the Nike Super Bandu over. It's 76 for 4 after 12. There's an intelligent cricket dive from Nike Super Bandu. He seemed to be there was 2 left-handers in the centre, so he decided to gonna get his most economical piece of bowler, Kandula Senaratne, the off spinner, into the attack from this commentary box, and for his 3rd over, just 4 runs in his first 2 overs. It's a good battle between a right-arm off spinner against the left-handed batters. Well, turning away. Kandula Senaratne looks in a very good form. His target is not taking a wicket. He's not a wicket-taking bowler. He's a bowler might gonna look to bowl lots of dots and try to build up pressure. Suddenly that the house can ride up to 7.25 runs per over. Next to come Hamid Raslam preparing in the dressing rooms, as we can see at the right side of me in the commentary box. The players of the White Thunders getting as well, and the Crimson Tuskers getting on the left side of myself. The commentary box is located in the middle of the dressing rooms. Nipun Pereira is a very experienced player. His experience is needed to show at this moment in this 3rd position match. It is Ahmed also can bowl. He can bowl some leg spinning, as we remember in the recent Lancashire Premier League. But still, they couldn't bring himself into the attack. Kandula Senaratne is bowling very slow, but very tight land. He goes straight down the ground. Long on. Can he get to it? No, he hasn't. It's gone for 6. It's a good shot. Beautiful looking shot there from Nipun Pereira. We talk about he needed to show his experience in this very important game, and he did it well. He seemed to be this guy's bowling slow, but so he was waiting to come that one, and it's over pitch delivery. It's a nice shot, 10 yards out of the stadium for 6 from Nipun Pereira. That's a good delivery. Once again, slow through the air from Kandula Senaratne. This is good cricket from Nipun Pereira. Doesn't giving opportunity for survive for bowlers. Doesn't giving any opportunity to find one line and length. When the bowler trying to find his length and lines, he trying to destroy him. That goes straight down the ground again. Make it that more, is it? It is. 6 more. 2 in a row in this over from Nipun Pereira. He's trying to get the control of the game and straight away back to their side. Over pitching once again and going straight down the ground. There's a long on gets there. There's an opportunity, but not much effort there from long on. So it's a 6 runs. So far so good. 13 off it. He goes again. This is up in the air. Longer running down towards the right and lands in between extra cover and longer. So 2 runs to ends up the over. 15 off it. And it's a 91 for 4 after 13 overs from the White Thunders. 43 from 42. It's a runnable target at the moment for White Thunders. That previous over has been exceptionally good. Gets 15 runs a bit against Kandlusena Ratna. And does the Nikesh going to continue? He had only one over remaining. No, he's not. It's Gamanusena Ratna into the attack. Looks like the two brothers there playing in the side. Two Sena Ratnas. Looks like gonna bowling some right arm move spinning. No, leg spinning from him. Gamanusena Ratna. Right, let's have a quick look about the match number 25 of the ICC World Cup. T20 World Cup in West Indies in Nepal at the Wankhede Stadium. Progressing at the moment. 33 for 6 after 15 overs from Nepal. West Indies in a very strong position at the moment. Dipendra Singh Irie, 27 from 33 out in the centre. As we'll talk about the bowling performance. Oh, there's a misfield as well from cover fielder and gets a single off it from Viranga Isham. That's a good cricket day because he knew Nipun is come back very well. So now he's trying to rotate the strike and give it the opportunity for Fakes for the most of the deliveries for Nipun Pereira to play his best role, play his power hitting role. He took 14 runs by himself in the last over. Talk about the bowling performance from the Windies. 1 wicket for 21 in 3 overs day from Akil Hussain. 1 wicket for 10 in 4 overs by Matthew Fodder. It's been a very economical piece of bowling. He also bowled at 1 maiden over. Economy was just 2.5. 2 wickets for 4 in 2 overs from Holder. Shema Joseph with 1 wicket. And as well has been a very sensational piece of bowling from West Indies cricket. West Indies been the whole countries together to play cricket. The islands in the Caribbean islands Caribbean islands are playing together and call as a team of West Indies. They had Guyana, they had Barbados, they had Jamaica, they had Trinidad, they had St. Lucia. These are the countries playing together as a one team. Calling as a West Indies, calling as a Windies. They've been the world champions in 1975 and 1979 in Prudential World Cup in 1 days. There's a stumping chance, goes down there from the wicketkeeper. Taruka, it's a big loss. He might gonna do his job behind the stumps. It's an easy opportunity, bowls the wrong one by Gamanu. It's a googly, but he's unable to do his job behind the stumps. This is half a chance. These chances, this is another half a chance. He might gonna look to get the advantage of these chances. Good bowling day from Gamanu. We'll talk about the West Indies cricket. They've been the champions in 1975 and 1979 World Cups. And also the winning team of the 1979, the Sabibian Richard also played as a captain. And during the beginning of the International World Cup cricket, West Indies has been a very talented player, very talented country. We can talk about in the next over. 14 down, 95 for 4. There's that preparation from the Red Spartans for the finals. They're taking their warm-ups. Right, Jamagar Sundaraj is into his last over. 1 for 21 in 3 overs. He's looking to finish things over with his best. 95 for 4 after 14. 39 need from 36. Still taking that over-runner ball. Rick wide right for the Thunders. We hang on strike. Pitched up and driven for single. We talk about the West Indies cricket as well, and they wins twice in the T20 World Cup also. Once in 2012 under the captaincy of Darren Sammy, and also in 2016. They wins the World Cup after beating England after very fighting end at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata. The both times when West Indies wins the T20 World Cup, the West Indies side was led up by the Darren Sammy, especially at the 2016. That's going down the leg side. It's a poor piece of wicket keeping by the wicket keeper. He's getting up to the stump because no pace, but when the ball bowling down the leg side, he's struggling to get his footworks. So gets 2 wides, 3 wides for it. And talk about the 2016 World Cup. It was absolutely a famous World Cup for the West Indies because they played under lots of challenges, lots of threats, not only from the other countries, it's also from the cricket board. No supporters. He telling that one after winning that World Cup. It's Darren Sammy at the pre-match conference. He's telling there was no uniforms for their side from the cricket board, no support from the cricket board as well. So they played under lots of pressure, especially from their countrymen. But they manages to get into a victory. Very hard working side was the West Indies in that 2016 World Cup. The players like Chris Gale, Darren Sammy, DJ Bravo, has played they on that winning playing 11 for the West Indies, and they won their first T20 World Cup in 2012 after beating Sri Lanka in the World Cup final at the R. Premadasa Stadium. 4 times they manages to win a World Cup. There's that couple of wides brings up the 100 runs on the board for White Thunder, so that means the victory is not too far away. There's lots of extras including of this innings. Lots of wides. Pitch top bowling very slow from Javagar. 15 extras included, then 11 wides and 4 byes. The partnership is building up very quickly. 26 from 18 between Nipun Perera and Vihanga. Full toss goes straight down the ground, aerial, and it's a 6 more. It's a good shot. It's not a difficult shot to play because it's a full toss and brings up in the middle of the bat for 6 runs. This is good cricket. That's his 3rd 6 of the innings as well. Correction, 2nd 6 of this innings with a 1 boundary. Beautifully played that one. Nice shuffle to the off-turn band. Nicely middled it for 6 runs. He's on 20 from 13. Last ball of the over. Slower delivery and worked away towards mid-wicket for single to ends up the over. 15 down, 109 for 4. When we talk about the World Cup winners, we need to talk about also the Australian cricket team. One of the unforgettable cricket players. Their men's, their women's. It's been incredible, Nike. And when I talk about the men's ODI World Cups, they won 6 times the title as well. Started in 1987, 1999, 2003, 2007, 2015, and also in 2013. They've been defending one international champions as well. And also they won 1 time in the T20 World Cup. That was in 2021 after beating New Zealand in the World Cup final in Dubai Stadium. They had 7 titles in international World Cups for the men's side. And talk about the women's, they had 7 titles in one of the international World Cups as well. 1978, 1982, 1988, 1997, 2005, 2013, 2022. 7 times they win their women's team wins the One International World Cup, and 6 times in their women's team wins the T20 World Cup. That means 13 times they wins the World Cups as well. One of the most strongest country in the world. That's a good shot, I think. Has he got the distance? He hasn't got the distance, but he has got the placement for a couple of runs. Gavin Sarah out the ball a little bit slower. Ball in the leg spinning. He didn't middle that one by Vihanga. Just come off the middle of, just come off the bottom of the bat. Right, Nipun Perera back on strike. 20 from 14. That's good bowling there. Inside edge under the pads. Now 25 from 27. The asking rate is less than 6 runs per over. The Australian cricket team is the most strongest side in the World Cup. The women and men's wins all of 21 times in the World Cup cricket. World Cups as well. The second most strongest side is India with 4 World Cups. 2 won the International World Cups, one in 1983 under the leadership of Kapil Dev, and other one at 2011 under the leadership of Mahendra Singh Dhoni. And that 2 T20 World Cups, one under the leadership of MSD in 2007, another one under the leadership of Rohit Sharma in the last World Cup in 2024 in USA and West Indies. Last ball of the over, so far so good. Pulled away towards the onside and will get a single to ends up the over. 4 runs up it from Gamanu Senaratne, 112 for 4. This is the beauty in Sri Lanka. The buildings and the beautiful sea all around the country, all around the island as well, and moving to the central part of Sri Lanka. Lots of tea factories, as we can see, as well, and lots of gardens. Very beautiful conditions in Sri Lanka. Lots of visitors are loving to come Sri Lanka, enjoying the conditions in Sri Lanka, especially during the summer season. The last to come to Sri Lanka. 112 for 4 now from the White Tenders. They needed more than 24 runs for the victory from 4 overs. This has been a very good broadcasting performance day from the SK Live YouTube channel as well. We're taking some very good coverage. That's a good delivery. Nikesh Saparbandu, the skipper, onto his last over. Most successful bowler with 3 wickets for 21 runs. Coming in over the wicket from this commentary box, and bowling very wider and straight to the field on this occasion. Sadev Soisa at mid wicket. Make it that 22 from 22 now. The asking rate up to 6 runs per over. Nikesh Saparbandu produced some wonderful over from it. Is that 3rd over with taking 2 wickets in his last over. Working across the stumps and goes over extra. No, straight to the fielder. He drops it. What's happening here now? The chances are coming. Bowlers bowling well, but fielders are showing their poor cricket once again. For the 3rd time, they'll drop a catch as well. This is straight to his hands. This should be taken, especially in a situation like this. They can't get a drop many. Now down the track comes and getting over mid-off. 1 bounce for 4 runs. It's a good-looking shot there from Nipun Perera. That's a good use of the feet coming down the track. It seemed to be the mid-off fielder getting up in the 30-yard ring, and even we're during the power overs, so only 2 fielders can allow the 30-yard circle, so they got mid-off up, so he goes over mid-off for 4 runs. first runs in that power overs. Nick Pompera showing his class, showing his experience. Over 120 matches of experience for him, and he's doing it so well. And the fresher started to build this guy. He's just releasing it comfortably. Now there's a single. Very good cricket. After hitting a boundary, rotate the strike for singles. Today's temperature has been a pleasure temperature and pleasure conditions in Colombo. We're taking 27 Celsius of degrees and make it at 28 at the moment. The wind speed is 16 kilometers per hour. It's crossing the stadium now. The wind is very useful for the bowlers. At one stage for the batters, when they look to go with the wind, ends up the 17th over 117 for 4. Back to the match 24, the Al-Sisi Men's T20 World Cup, 110 for 6 from Nepal during the 19th over. And 2 months ago, when during the DP World ILT 20 League progressing in UAE, the West Indies Cricket Board announced the Roman Powell will be leading up the West Indies for T20 World Cup, but later there gives that captaincy for Shahab. Most experienced players in all formats. Shahab, very talented player. 15. Yaman Senaratne going to continuing. Bowling that googly very well into the pitch from Senaratne. There's a 2 left-handers is taking there in the centre. The Nipun Perera. That's nicely bowling as well. Bowling the leg spin and just played it with ease in the pace of the ball and gets a single. And look at it, 2 runs, but finally they still have 1. I talk about this game of Senaratne. He's a very talented player as well, and also he was selected for England County side of the Lancashire cricket. He's a very talented young school cricketer from this Crimson Tuskers. He was very talented with his own bowling, with his own batting, with his own fielding. Today he unable to get his... Oh, that's a good shot from Nipun Perera. Gets over the ring on 30 yards and gets a couple of runs. He's a school cricketer, but his talent has been an enormous one from this leg spinner. He's batting at the top of the order today. Also, he's batted at the top of the order, but he couldn't get his rhythm, unfortunately. But if he find his rhythm, he's been a longer inning player. Runnable 14, runnable 13 now. Need for White Thunders. Partnership of 45 from 37. The last ball coming off this over now. Goes for reverse. And straight to the field. He drops it again. Well, we are sitting here at the SLLDC grounds in Colombo. 18 down, 121 for 4. Let's talk about the game in the center rather in the next over. I heard something from the organizer, Eminem Yusuf, who told this Gamna Senaratne, who is selected for England County side of Lancashire, is a still young school cricketer. He's a very talented all-rounder. I mean, he's playing at the top, playing as a top order batsman and bowling well as a leg spinner with the bowling both googlies and the leg spinning. Very talented player. Still school cricketer. That's the most important thing. 30 need from last 2 overs for the victory for White Thunders. Looks like this game is moving until the last over of the innings. Nipun Pereira playing well, 30 from 26, 9 from 13 for Viranga. We talk about the Shea Hope a while ago, then 46 test matches for him from 2015, 2,200 runs for him. A little bit of a low average, but moving to one day, started his career from 2016, 148 matches, 6,000 runs, with the average of 50, very good, and 62 matches in T20s for him, and 102 is the best go with average of 28, with a good strike rate of 137, and 9 IPL matches he played. He's a very talented, intelligent player. His batting is very decent than the other players at the moment. During the 20th over, Nepal is 127 for 7. Looks like they're going well. Possibly they can get 130s, 140s. After the end of that match, at the evening, we had a match of USA and Namibia at the... That's kind of why he gets the outside. It should look to get 2. And they're going to get 2 comfortably as well. The USA and Namibia match will be held at the M.A. Chindambaram Stadium in Chennai. I think that's the last match of United States of America in the tournament. Yeah, it's the last match of the tournament. They're not selected for... I think they're probably not selected yet for Super 8 round, because Pakistan with 4 points. Namibia is always not selected as well. That's nice to pull away, but straight to the field today. Mohamed Safrin into the attack there. Now make it that. 10 runs need from 10 balls. 2 big hit away for victory for White Tenders. Nipun Pereira on strike. This is very calm cricket. Hitting the singles. Didn't look to go for big because they knew their runs is on the board. So playing very calm way. There's a half over to come from Mohamed Safrin, bowling well. Just 4 runs conceded they. Oh, that's a good shot from Viranga Yashan. Uses the pace of the ball in a way, shouldn't they? It seemed to be no fine leg, so just and gets it through that fine leg region with a little scoop for 4 runs. Bowling a little bit faster. It's a very good shot from Yashan Viranga for 4 runs. This game is on the hands of White Tenders. They are not too far away for their first victory in the tournament, and they look to finishing at the 3rd place well. 5 from 8. 1 hit away. 1 big hit away for victory. Runner ball 16 for Viranga Yashan. It's a dot delivery as well. Trying to play it on the back foot. Gets it inside half of the bat. Still there's an opportunity for Crimson Tuskers. If they got 150, this game looks possible there for the Crimson Tuskers. But that 133 means not a satisfying total at the SLLDC grounds. Especially in a batting pitch like this. Short again and cut away for single to end up the over. 19 down, it's 130 for 4. So let's move to the last over. 4 need from 6 balls to the victory for White Tenders. Who will gonna bowl the last over? That's the question. And looks like Gabinu. Yes, it is the number 27 jersey. Gabinu brings up the white ball to his hands. So he's gonna bowling. They still they still had some sort of belief. 4 runs for the victory. Nipun Pereira on strike. Correction, it's Viranga Yashan on strike. Gavin looked to bowl, looked to do his best He can bowl the leg spin, he can bowl the googly. Let's see. This is something running in the scoreboard, so that's why this last over is going to be a little bit too delayed. It's going to be 4 needed. Gamino into the attack. 13 wickets in 10 matches for him. Bringing mid-wicket on the boundary, long on. Mid-off gets up to 30 yard. And that's the field. Only 2 fielders allowed the 30 yard ring. So Gamino is ready. He's on his way from the far end. Comes round the wicket for Wiranga Yasham. Down the track he comes and driven straight to mid-off. Gets a single. It's a quick single. That's good running. It's a little fresher now back in the both side. 9 dot balls conceded by Gamino Sena Ratna. 3 runs from 5 balls, dot balls, wickets, everything is important. He comes down the track. Has he get over mid-wicket? He gets into long on, so another single, so we'll make that 2 from 4 balls. His step outs, they balls the googly, but not much turn they, fortunately for the favour of Nipun Pereira. There's going to be a big drama. It's a very fighting game. If they got 140s, this game can be more tidy. He comes down the track. He gets a single again. So now scores the level here at the SLLDC ground. So that means 1 run lead from 3 balls to the victory. Let's see what's happening here now. The target is going to be 134. Scores a level now. Nipun Pereira looking to finish things off with a 1-hitter where brings everybody into the 30 yard ring. Here we go, Gamino Sena Ratna. Way too short, and the Nipun Pereira just able to get that one over the mid wicket at 30 yard ring and gets up the single and gets sealed up the victory and sealed up the 3rd position by the White Tenders. What a way to do it by Nipun Pereira. It's been absolutely a fighting competition here in Colombo, here in SLLDC grounds, and finally it has been finished for the favour of the Blue Army of White Tenders. Great job from them. They won by 2 balls in remaining. Let's have a quick look about the match. A summary: winning the toss, deciding to bowl first. White Tenders manages to get the opposition less than 135. They got only 133. There's some good hitting. We've seen it from Ashim Latvia, 44 from 38, 20 from Nikesh Saprabandu, and 17 from Abdullah Shafiq with a top scores. And then 2 wickets for Litika Damsit, Abdullah Almars, and also Viranga Shan got 2 wickets as well, and 1 wicket for each Nazir Asrin and the Ahmed Raslan as well. That's how the bowling get created for the favour of them. And talk about the performance. Talk about the performance of the White Tenders. 17 from Nazir Asrin, 34 from the captain Shrattaya. It's a very good start from the openers. 19 from Viranga Shan, not out. 33 from Nipun Bandaras. That inning has held up a good base for this victory for the White Tenders. And then 3 wickets for Skip Nikesh, 1 wicket for Jabagai Sundaraj. Only 4 wickets falling for them. So it's been a very fine victory, comprehensive victory for the White Tenders by 6 wickets and remaining 2 balls. Here's the handshakes. Is progressing at the moment. Have a look at the highlights of the match. Start with some boundaries from Sadev Soisa, but the openers, the top of the order, first 4 batters in the batting order of the Crimson Tuskers, unable to get onto their form. This was the dismissal of Sadev Soisa. It's a very good take from the wicketkeeper behind the stumps. Ahmed Raslan strikes. So we will come back with the match number 8, and it's the match number last. It's the finals of the Lancashire Emerging Premier League between the Red Spartans and the Black Tigers as well. So don't go anywhere. We'll come back with the after lunch break with that finals.